Hello everyone, welcome to the lecture series of Basic Chemistry. Today we are going to study about chemical reactions and redox reactions. Redox reaction is also one of the chemical reactions, but we are going to study it in detail. So let's talk about chemical reactions first. So during a chemical reactions, what happens? The bond between atoms gets breakdown and then it forms a different kind of product. Now the product which we have gained have different properties from the atoms or molecules which we have used as the reactant. Now let's take an example of a chemical reaction. A compound iron oxide, okay? Now we are going to react this iron oxide compound with some another kind of substance and you will see how we will get a different kind of product. So put a compound iron oxide in a blast furnace. Now this blast furnace will contain carbon monoxide, okay, that is CO. Now when both of these compounds, the iron oxide and the carbon monoxide will react, they will form a product called iron, okay, and with iron you will also get carbon dioxide. So now you can see that the properties of iron oxide and carbon monoxide are very different from the product which we have get, that is iron and carbon dioxide. So this is what happens in a chemical reactions. The product have very different kind of properties. Now here is a picture showing a very simple chemical reaction. The hydrogen molecules are reacting with oxygen molecules and giving back the water molecule. Now you can clearly see how different are hydrogen and oxygen gas molecule from the water molecule. You can see there is a big difference in phase only. They are in gaseous form and the product is in liquid form. Now let's study further about the chemical reaction. So after listening all this, how you can say that you have seen a chemical reactions occur. So when a chemical reaction is transformed from one substance to another substance or from one energy to some another kind of energy by some interaction, then we say that a chemical reaction have occurred. Now, the chemical reaction is a concept related to the reaction of a substance when it comes in close contact with another. Now, these substance can be of a solution kind of thing, or they can be the exposure to some form of energy, or both. It result in some energy exchange between the constituents of the reaction, okay, and the energy change is also happens with the system of the constituent, with the system uh, in which we are doing that chemical reaction, like the laboratory glasswares. So there is always an energy exchange between the constituent of the reaction and as well as the system of the constituent in which they are present. Chemical reactions can result in the formation of or dissociation of molecule, whether the two molecule can break apart and form two or a smaller molecule, or they can rearrange and make some another kind of big molecule. So chemical reaction usually involves the making or breaking of chemical bonds. Now some kinds of chemical reactions are oxidation reaction, reduction reaction, dissociation reaction, acid-base neutralization, or molecular rearrangement. So these are some commonly used kind of chemical reactions. A chemical reaction can be symbolically depicted through a chemical equation. In this chemical equation, you will see that the atoms present in both the side of the reaction are equal, okay, While in a non-nuclear chemical reactions, the number and kind of atoms or both sides of the equation are equal, but for a nuclear reaction, this holds true only for the nuclear particle. Okay, you will not see the equal number of atoms, but you will see the equal number of atomic particle like proton and neutron. Okay, in a nuclear reaction, the number of atoms are not equal, but you can see the number of subatomic particle like proton and neutrons are equal. Okay, but in a non-nuclear chemical reaction, the number of atoms on both the sides of the reactions are always equal. Now here in this picture you can see that in the reactant side you can see 4 hydrogen molecule. In the product side you can again see 4 hydrogen molecule. 4 hydrogen atoms, okay, and same number of oxygen on both the side. So we can see that in the chemical equations the number of atoms are always equal in both the sides, but only in non-nuclear chemical reaction. Please keep it in mind. It's not true for the nuclear reactions. Now what is reaction mechanism? So the reaction mechanism is all about the steps that takes place during a chemical reaction. Okay, the sequence of steps in which the reorganization of chemical bonds takes place, that is called the mechanism of that reaction. Okay, and every step have different speed. Okay, and different stability of the intermediaries. The intermediates which we get during a chemical reaction all have different stability. So reaction mechanism are proposed to explain the kinetics and the relative product mix of a reaction. Here you can see a mechanism of SN1 reaction, and these mechanisms follow some rules, for example Woodward-Hoffmann rules. Okay, these rules are proposed for mechanism to understand. So you can see here SN1 reaction. Here this carbon is bonded with X can be a halogen, okay, fluorine, chlorine, bromine, iodine. So this X is having a negative charge and this carbon is having a positive charge. When the bond between these two will break, it will make one electrophile and a nucleophile. Okay, so again in next step some another kind of nucleophile will react with this electrophile. Okay, this carbon with a positive charge is a electrophile, electron loving. So this nucleophile will give that electrons to this carbon, and then we can get this intermediate. So this is a reaction, this is the mechanism of a SN1 reaction. Now let's talk about redox reaction. It is a concept related to the ability of atoms of various substances to lose or gain electrons. So what happens? The substance which have the ability to oxidize other substance, it is said oxidative. Simple. Its other names are oxidizing agent, oxidants, and oxidizer. Similarly, an oxidant removes electron from another substance. We know that oxidants remove electron from another substance, and the substance which have the ability to reduce other substance are said to be reductive. Okay, so it is also known as reducing agent, reductants, and reducer. So oxidant removes the electron from another substance, and reductants provides electron to another substance. You can see this redox reaction in this example. Here is a compound A. Now this is called reducing agent. What this agent is doing? This is losing an electron and forming a oxidized compound A. In the next side you can see a oxidized compound B. What it is doing? B is reduced and it is gaining electron. Okay, so the B is called reduced compound. Okay, so the compound which is losing electron, it is a oxidized compound, and the electron which is gaining an electron, it is called reduced compound. Now, oxidation and reduction properly refers to a change in oxidation number. The actual transfer of electrons may never occur. So, the oxidation is better defined as an increase in oxidation number and reduction as a decrease in oxidation number. Alright, so this was about redox reaction. Now here let's talk about the objective questions. First question is, which among these are the kind of chemical reactions? Option 1 is dissociation, B acid base neutralization, C molecular arrangement, and D all of the above. So all of these are kind of chemical reaction. So option D all of the above is correct. Next question is, substances that have the ability to oxidize other substance are called. Option A oxidants, B oxidizer, C both, and D none. So we have already seen that oxidants and oxidizer are some another name of oxidants. So option C both is the correct one. So here are the topics which we have covered today. Thank you so much for watching this video.